Hello and welcome to my channel, Crowns of Royalty. I hope you all are having a great day. So I am basically just starting off moisturizing my hair with some aloe vera juice. That's what I have there in that bottle. I don't really use regular water to moisturize my hair or to wet it because I live in Texas, so the water here can be pretty harsh. It doesn't really moisturize, so the aloe vera juice really helps with just bringing some moisture back into my hair. My hair is freshly washed. I did wash it with apple cider vinegar and African black soap, raw African black soap, and I make my own mixture. I am in the process of launching my own hair care line, so I have there in that jar my shea butter mix. I do also have a leave-in spray. I'm not using that as of now, but I do have that. I need to make some more. I also have a growth oil, so just stay tuned for me dropping that hairline. So really, I'm just going to twist up my hair. I am aiming for a twist out, so I don't necessarily focus on parting. Like I don't do any specific parting or anything like that, depending on how I want my hair to lay. But what I mean when I say I don't focus on parting is that I do not make sure that the parts are crisp, because sometimes when you do a twist out and you have your parts crisp, it's kind of hard to fluff out your hair or make sure that those parts aren't just like staying there. Now, in the case that I want to wear my twist, then that's when I'll focus more on the parting. Also, you'll notice that I'm not using any hair tools like a comb or a brush or detangler or anything like that. I really just detangle with my fingers. So, and a lot of times that helps me best, because I notice that sometimes when I use, brushes or combs or whatever, even if it's a wide tooth comb, sometimes it snaps my hair. So, I rather just mainly use my fingers to detangle. So I really just, spray the aloe vera juice. I put some of my shea butter mix in there, and I'll just twist up. Sometimes I'll use gel if I want a more defined look. And I've noticed that when I do like just the aloe vera juice and my shea butter mix, it still comes out really defined. But if I just want a more crisp, defined look, then I'll go ahead and do that. And I pretty much just take my time to show, some love and care. Be careful and careful not to snag or anything like that, or be too rough for my hair. If it looks that way, I promise I'm not rough with my hair at all. So I basically follow a Ayurvedic hair care, and I'm just here showing the amount of shedding that I have from that section. But I follow a pretty simple hair care routine, Ayurvedic hair care routine. So I really just use a lot of herbs and basically things that really benefits my hair and my scalp, the health of my hair and my scalp is overall. So just some of the things that I use fenugreek seeds, which really helps with shedding and just the overall health of your scalp. And it also helps to retain length. I use my hair growth oil to oil my scalp. and moisturize. And then I also have my shea butter mix that I use to moisturize my hair. So I really try to follow a really simple hair care regimen, simply because I noticed that when in the past, when I would try to manipulate my hair a lot and I kept my hands in it, I noticed a lot more shedding. And I'm talking about years and years ago, before I even did my research and found out what works for my hair. Um, I just noticed that when I would keep my hands in my hair a lot, it would just really cause a lot of shedding and friction and things like that. I mean, everybody's hair is different, but I'm just, giving the information about what works for me and what hasn't worked for me. As far as like when I want to shampoo my hair, like I said, I use the apple cider vinegar mix as well as the black African black soap, and that stuff gets my hair really, really super clean. Like, it balances the pH of my scalp, and that comes from the apple cider vinegar. And then the African black soap gives my hair a really squeaky clean feeling, as well as it puts a really nice spring in my curls, meaning that it gives it like a nice bounce back. It defines my curls really well, and I've also known that it has contributed to my hair growth as well. So I really recently just did a haircut, and I'll get to that later on in the video. But I recently just cut my hair. I want to say either a month and a half ago, or almost 2 months ago, and um, I've had a lot of hair growth since then. My hair tends to grow really fast, especially since I'm now doing the Ayurvedic hair care. And I've pretty much been doing that for, I want to say about 3 years now. It wasn't easy transitioning, going from, regular natural hair care products or just regular care products to switching over to the, and I'll say that because my hair has been used to a certain type of product, or certain types of products, or just using regular products, to go into a more herb based um, hair care regimen. So my hair, it went through some funky transitions or whatever, but it finally got hip to what I was trying to do, and I tell you, my hair really just began to flourish. I mean, it's at its healthiest state it has ever been in my entire life, and so I'm really thankful for the changes that have taken place with my hair. I've always, hair is my passion. It's been my passion since I was a little girl, and I've been doing hair since I was 11 years old, and I never really went to cosmetology school, although my family and friends encouraged me to. But I'm a self learner, self starter, so I pretty much just kept it at that. I should have, but I didn't. But hey, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm still moving it along. I still have a lot of knowledge, and you learn as you go. And I'm getting ready to put my hair care line out there, so definitely check me out once I drop it. I'll have more information on that as I continue to upload. But yeah, I mean, my hair has really just been, I've been showing a lot of love and care to my hair. I don't do a lot of manipulation. I may keep my hair in twists most of the time. If I feel like it, I'll do a twist out. But other than that, I really just, try not to do not too much to my hair. I really keep it in a protective style, which is mainly the twist. I may wear a wig every now and then, just to, try and do something new, or give a, different or fresher look or whatever. But I really just, keep my hair in twists. Also, when I cut my hair, I don't know. I was going for more of like I cut it in the style, so when I do my twist out, or when my hair begins to grow out, it grows out in a almost a circular bob. shape, like a circular bob shape. But I cut it at an angle. So kind of like an asymmetrical type bob, so that when I do my afro or I wear out my when I do my twist out, it shapes like a, like a round shape. That's really what I was going for. But I noticed that after I cut it, um, I mean, it was growing back just like that. It was almost as I had if I had never cut it. I mean, it was growing really, really fast. But if you notice, my edges are in the process of growing back as well, because my son is one now, so when I after I'd had him, my hair flourished during my pregnancy, but man, after I had him, it was just like my edges went, honey. It was like they came and went. So I concocted up something to help my edges grow back. So of course I did my fenugreek seeds, my um, raw um, castor oil, and then my hair growth oil. So they're in a process. They were way worse than this. I mean, it was almost like bald in there. But my edges grew back pretty fast once I stayed consistent with that. So they're not as bad as they were, but I mean, they're definitely showing some progress. I honestly didn't even think that I was gonna go through that, but I definitely did. And this was my first child, so I really didn't know what to expect. I've noticed now, since I've um, stuck to my Ayurvedic hair care regimen, I haven't had a lot of shedding, and I'm talking about from doing my entire head. I have minimal shedding. When I used to do my hair in the past before I switched over, I mean, I would have globs and globs of hair just coming out, and I could not understand why. But I mean, at the time, I was under a lot of stress. I was, going through a great transition in my life. So maybe that is what contributed to it. I mean, stress does cause hair loss. I know that. So, um, but even during the times that I wasn't stressed out, I would still have a lot of hair coming out. So I really just had to, buckle down and do some research and just see what would be best, what fed my hair and what would, bring it back to life and just keep down, the shedding. And so this is what has been working for me. My hair has really flourished, and I mean, I love it. I haven't had any issues, and right here I'm just showing like my curl pattern after spraying the aloe vera juice and using my shea butter mix. I'm just showing my curl pattern. I have a lot of shrinkage, and shrinkage is really good. A lot of people don't like this. A lot of naturals don't like shrinkage. I don't really like shrinkage. I didn't at first, but I've come to learn that, I mean, shrinkage is a good thing. It gives the indication that your hair is healthy, especially if you have a nice spring or a bounce back to your curl. Um, so, I mean, and everybody hair type is different. So either you have a loose curl, tighter curl. I'm not really into the hair typing. I just know for a fact that, when you look at people's, hair, you can tell the difference in the textures of, everyone. So here I'm just showing that my castor oil. Now, I will say this about when I use the castor oil. So the castor oil I mostly use on my edges and then my problem areas within my entire head. So the main problem area that I have is the I want to say the crown of my head and the top of my head. So in the middle crown top of my head, I have always had issues with that, and that was even before I officially came fully natural. And I like in the past, I want to say I officially became like completely natural in the year of 2010. Before that, I would literally get a perm every blue moon. So I wouldn't say that, I was necessarily, completely relaxed either. It was just whenever I felt like, okay, yeah, I want to get a perm. But, you know, my problem area has always been the center of my head. It would snap off really bad or break off really bad. And I've known other people to deal with the same thing. So the castor oil really gets in there and strengthens my hair follicle and strengthens my hair strand as well. So it wouldn't necessarily continue to snap, it would grow back. It would just thicken the strand of my hair and strengthen it so that it wouldn't continue to snap. And before, I used to hate going to bed with a headscarf, and sometimes I still do. But in the cases that I feel like I do not want to wrap my head up, that's what I have my satin pillowcase or silk pillowcase for. But I definitely do wrap my hair up with a satin or silk headscarf. Um, Really, for the sake of just, keeping my hair covered and protected so that my ends wouldn't snap, and, the center of my head wouldn't snap as well. So that's really why I use that castor oil. And right here, I tend to show you how the thinning of the center of my head can be. It really thins out on certain parts, and so that's why I really aim. I continue to use the castor oil. You see how it's not as full. Like this section used to be really full, but it thins out. I don't My hair has always done that. So, but since I've been using the castor oil, it has really helped to strengthen my hair in the center of my head. Now, on the day where I feel like my ends just need a little extra TLC, I every time I do a twist, I'll make sure to end it with putting some castor oil on the ends, or I'll dip my ends in the castor oil to help seal it and strengthen them. Taking care of your ends is very, very important. I mean, I used to have some jacked up ends um, before I officially went natural, but I noticed that. Um, Listen, being a natural is not for the weak. That's what I'll say. If you're just looking to just think that your hair is just gonna wake up and the curls are just gonna be popping all the time, honey, that's not it. You definitely have to take care of your hair. You definitely have to more keep your hair moisturized, and definitely take care of your ends, because I it's easy for your ends to break and snap and all of this. So right here, this is where I begin to show you the shape of my hair. So you see how it kind of angles down, and that I'm showing you, like, that's how when my hair grows out, it's gonna shape like that. So what I'm showing you is like that's how the angle is in the back. So it's kind of like a triangle where it kind of goes out, down, or whatever in the back. So that's how my hair is shaped, and it's really, really pretty when I do my afro or my twist out. I just love the shapes that it gives. And I have been trying to get my hair shaped like this for a while, and I was actually reluctant to cut my hair, but I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. And I did it in the most simplest way. I really just parted my hair kind of like halfway center part, and then I slicked my hair down into a lower ponytail, and I just kind of cut below the ponytail holder. And then after that, I just went in and just kind of evened out, or not necessarily evened out, but just kind of cut my ends, and kind of did some layers there. So it came out way better than I thought it would. I cut hair better when I'm cutting someone else's hair. But when I cut my hair, honey, sometimes I don't always get it right, but I definitely did this time, and my ends and my curls have been flourishing. Sorry guys, you'll hear my son in the background. Give me one moment. So yeah, I just continue to twist my hair. I do have to say that since I haven't used any combs or anything like that to detangle my hair. For me, it's actually been better. Some people, for them, they feel like it's better to have a detangler brush or a comb. And some people feel like it's better to do it with their hands. I'm okay either way, but I just wanted to try finger detangling to see, what the difference will be. And I feel like I've been able to save a lot more hair, and basically not having to snap my hair, and I'm not rough at all when it comes to, detangling, whether it be with a hair tool, brush, or a Y2 comb, or even my fingers. So I wasn't just ripping out my hair. It's just I've noticed that I've had, better results when I would finger detangle, rather than using a detangler brush or comb. So that's worked better for me since then. But I remember times where I was just like, I need a brush to get this. I need a, and that's before I decided to finger detangle for the most part. So here I'm just showing you that I'm using the rat tail comb to part my hair. That is that is pretty much the only thing I would use a comb for at this point, is to part my hair, to make sure my hair, my parts are straight. But I won't use it to comb or detangle at all. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with that for a while. I probably won't even go back to using a detangler brush. I probably won't go back to using it. But everybody is different. My scalp loves this aloe vera juice, and it loves the fenugreek spray that I make as well. I mean, it just eats it up. It really does. Soaks it up. I mean, it really just soaks it up. And I'm talking about it leaves my hair so soft and so moisturized. So if you're looking for something simple, as far as like a detangler mix, get you some aloe vera juice. Just try it, and you'll notice a difference in your hair as well. Now, I'll say when I first started putting aloe vera juice on my hair, before I switched from using store-bought products, my hair was doing something really weird. And I think that it was just like, hey, this is new. I don't really understand what this is. So my hair felt, I don't even know how to explain what it felt like. It was just, I was not feeling it. I was like, I don't know. But something just told me, just keep going. And after I had did some research, I had found that, when you're going from using store-bought products to herb-based hair care regimen, and, just different Ayurvedic hair care, your hair is going through a process of change, because your hair has basically been so used to, the store-bought products or just other hair care products. And it's like, this is new. So it's kind of like shocking your hair into a different, you know, a different state, a change. So that's really what happened for me. I don't know if anybody else has experienced this. If you're doing, if you've switched from store-bought products to Ayurvedic hair care, and you're making your own products, or you're using someone else's Ayurvedic hair care products. I don't know, but comment below. Let me know, if you've experienced it or not. Also, definitely subscribe, comment, like, hit the notification bell so that you can receive notifications when I upload a video. I'm looking to grow my subscribers list, so I can continue to provide you guys some good content. I'm actually going through a major transition right now, but it's not a transition that has me, stressed out or anything. It's actually a really good transition. I actually just got through doing a 3-day water fast, and it was really just, for personal reasons, really just trying to get closer to God and hear from Him and get clarification on some things, and, receive healing and a breakthrough. And I got exactly what I was seeking. And when I say I feel amazing, I feel amazing. I'm very thankful for the encounter that I have had with my Lord recently. So if you are a believer of Christ, fasting is a very, very important part of your walk, because it gives you a chance to just empty your vessel so that you can be available for God to speak to you and use you and, provide revelation. I just knew it was time to go on a fast, because I don't know, having my son really took a lot out of me. And not only that, I was going through a lot of things mentally. So he's been such a blessing, and motherhood has been such a blessing. It has been challenging. It also has been a learning, process, because like I said, this is my first child. I honestly don't know if I'm going to have another one. I mean, it just depends on whether or not I get married, but oh Lord, but yes, it has definitely been a journey. So to all my mothers out there, keep going, honey, and stay strong. And motherhood is just really a blessing. And if you have any tips or pointers, because I know that it takes a village, and there is no handbook or anything, on raising a child. So, we learn as we go. So any tips, you guys let me know. I have a boy. His name is Elijah, and he just turned 1 this past June. He's so precious. He is a handful, though. I swear up and down I was going to have a girl. I just knew I was going to have a girl, because for some reason in my family, when the women have children, girls always come out first. And I was like, yep, I'm having a girl. But the Lord said, no, you thought. I'm dropping a boy on you. And He definitely did. I was so shocked when they had given me the results that it was going to be a boy. I was like, no, check again. The lady was laughing at me. She was like, are you okay? I was like, you don't understand. I'm in such shock. I swear up and down I was having a girl. I was like, no, honey, you're having a boy. I was like, wow. But I heard a saying that if a woman has a boy, it means that it's time for her to get her strength back. And I find that very interesting, because I had Elijah the Lord gave me Elijah when I needed him, not when I, was ready. I didn't say, okay, I'm ready for a child. He gave me him when I needed him, because I was in a very, I'm going to say, yeah, I was in a low point in my life. Like I said, I was transitioning. I was going through some things, and the Lord was really getting ready to just do, major things in my life. But I couldn't really see that, because, I was still at a certain point, in my life. So He definitely gave me Elijah. And when I say I have gotten my strength back, honey, I've gotten my strength back. For sure. But I'll probably talk about that more later on in a different type of video. This channel is going to be about a lot of things. It's going to be about me, it's going to be about hair care, just different life situations. I'm going to be encouraging you guys, uplifting you guys. I'm going to be giving testimonies. I may even give a word. I may prophesy. You just never know. This channel is just, for all different type of things that will take place in my life. Just my journey and what I'm going through. I'm in a process of just, going through a lifestyle change, spiritually, physically, mentally, and it has been looking on the up and up for me. So I'm really thankful, and I can't complain at all. You know, I pray for the Lord to show up and show out for me, and He is definitely doing just that. So, I don't even remember if I mentioned this, but I did recently cut my hair, and then I also dyed my hair jet black last week. Yeah, it was last week or this past week, and I was super excited. Like, I don't know why I've always been fascinated with just jet black hair, and some people just like, it's just black. No, you don't understand. I don't know. I love black. Black is beautiful, but jet black, I just love the look of jet black hair. It's just so beautiful. Just the shine and the luster that it just gives off. And honey, you couldn't tell me nothing when after I was done and I had my little twist iron. That's the insert that you see on my intro. Like, honey, okay, the listen, the moisture, okay, the bounce, the curls, the definition, all of it, the color. I was feeling myself way too hard that day. Way too hard that day. Now, I did buy, I had originally intended to dye my hair like a ginger color, but I'm not bold enough yet to do it. I have had the color in the past, but that was just like with extensions. But I haven't dyed my hair, you know, ginger. So I thought that when I would do it, I would do like just the front part of my hair, like maybe a couple pieces. And I probably wouldn't even do the whole strand, but I'll probably just do like an ombre effect. I'm gonna try it out. I'm actually gonna try it out when I finally do decide to do it, and I'm gonna record it and upload it just to see what the outcome is going to be. Because if I feel the color, then I may do my entire head, or I may just go in and do ombre all over. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not going to do it in any particular style or order or whatever, because like I said, I'm just gonna put this out there. I'm not a professional at dyeing hair, so uh do not watch my coloring video to get any tips, because I'm gonna let you know, listen, this is just me sharing my experience with me dyeing my hair. So do not come for me and say, oh, she told me to do it this way. No, 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 no. I'm just showing you what I did to my own hair. But when I do it, I'll record and I'll upload, because I just want to see how it's gonna come out when I finally do decide to color it. Because I'm like infatuated with the ginger color, especially on black women. Like, I love it. I mean, I love it on all women, but women of color, I mean, listen, we rock the mess out of that color, okay? It is such a gorgeous color on our skin tone. No matter how light, no matter how dark, I just love it. And I can't wait to see how it turns out on my hair. It's I think I got it by Cream of Nature. The jet black dye I got in Dark and Lovely. Yeah, so the ginger color I got in Cream of Nature. And I do believe it's a permanent color, but it doesn't have any agents in it that's gonna like damage my hair. So I do know that since my hair is jet black, I'm gonna have to leave it on there for longer than usual, just for it to have the color that I'm looking for. I remember recently watching this one YouTuber. She said she put her color on and she left it on her hair. It was Cream of Nature, and she left it on her hair for about 3 hours because she ended up falling asleep. The color came out beautiful, but I was just like, my mouth just dropped open. Like, 3 hours, yo. Like, listen, I would have woke up and all of my hair would have been sitting on my shoulders, sitting in my lap, honey, because I'm not leaving no color on my hair for no 3 hours. So I just use this edge wax really to just kind of slick my edges. I used to use the oh, what was that? It's in a purple jar. I think it's called 24-hour hold or 24 bold or something like that. I'll have to show it in another video, or I'll link it in the description box below. But that left a lot of residue. So I ended up just using the moving to the edge wax, and I don't have any residue with that, and it lays my edges pretty nicely. So that's like, guys, I have a really simple hair care regimen. It's nothing too extreme or anything like that. Oh, I got this headscarf from Natural 85. I think her name is Whitney or Whitley, and it's a stretchy one. I know that she had dropped her hair care line. I think it was like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. I don't know, but I haven't tried any of her hair care products. 'Cause like I said, I'm on an Ayurvedic hair care regimen. But I loved this headscarf because I think it's of a silk and satin, or I think it may just be satin. And I love the fact that it stretches. I've always wanted a headscarf that stretches, so I had to get it. And if you don't know who she is, I think her YouTube name is still Natural 85, and I'll link this headscarf in the description box as well. I don't tie my hair in any specific way. I really like to do it this way though, because it lays down my hair the best. Besides, if I wrap it, the normal way, it'll just come off. I wasn't going anywhere this day anyway, but still, I just wanted to lay it. So this is all the shedded hair that came from it, and those are all the products I use, and that's my growth oil. I'm going to be putting that on my hair tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching.